Hey family, I've been running all night long, like Lionel Richie, all night long, all night long, yeah, like that. But it's Mother's Day, first of all. Happy Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day, yeah! Last year, Mother's Day, I was at my daughter's house and I cooked a whole lot of stuff for the mothers there, and I think they enjoyed it. This year, well, I'm on the road, but I'm a cook for a mother. Me. I'm sure I've been called mother more often than some of you women has given birth. But I digress. Yeah, before I go to bed, which is gonna be very soon, I'm gonna start this meal. Start it off, throw it in the crock pot. Molest my pillow. Yes, I am. So, yeah, you know I'm tired, I'm itchy, I'm scratchy. Before the next game comes on, I'ma start this meal. Let's go, mother. Hi, my name is T. I am not a chef. Actually, I'm a truck driver. And I don't drive food trucks, I drive a semi. What I'm about to do is show you how to do what I do on my truck. Welcome to your favorite new food show, Big Taste in a Small Space with me, T. Okay, to get this started, I'm gonna get me a little onion. It's about a half an onion. So I'm probably gonna use half of a half, so about a quarter of an onion. And yeah, I like red onions, what can I say? Now if you take your onion and you make a couple of slits down the front like this, and a couple in the front like that, about 3, 4, and then you slice it down the front, you will instantly have nice diced onion. Cool. Do it again? All right, couple more. Be careful. My knife is very sharp. I have been cut before. Okay, there you go. Nicely, finely chopped onion. Now I'm going to get a couple cloves of garlic. Might as well use all I have. You can tell it's Mother's Day because I'm even carefully taking all the little woody ends off. So mother, me, don't have to eat them today. Most of the time I would. I really don't care. It's like, that's where the magic happens. Where they, the fruit of the plant grows. Anyway, that's my thoughts. I'm a bit weird sometimes, whatever. So you dice up your garlic. Nice and finely chopped. Medium fine chop. Choppy, choppy, chop. Yeah, okay. When you finish playing around, guy, yeah. You ain't done yet? Be done. All right. You chop up your garlic. You put it aside nicely. And we get a little bit of some carrots, them baby carrots. I don't know what they make baby carrots from, baby plants. But anyway, you chop up your baby carrots. Yeah, you want, depending on the size of the carrot, chop them 2 or 3 times. There you go. That's your prep for a little later. Now, I have this beef. It's been in my freezer for a while, so it's kind of brick hard. Yeah, I got to pull some of that apart because I didn't take it out early. But, we're going to work with it. I think we're going to try to pry it apart first. It ain't coming apart. Let's try the other side. It ain't coming apart. So let's put this aside for a second. Bring out the big guns. Yeah, my cleaver. My cleaver is very sharp. I don't use the whole lot. And it will go through this icy mess with no problem. Mess around and go through my finger with no problem too. But we're going to chop up this frozen. This is tri-tip steak. We're going to make our own beef stew. So, we're going to cut through this steak, this frozen steak. We're going to chop it down to nice bite-sized pieces. La la la. Like I said, be careful. Chop through a finger and a bone faster than you can imagine. You already see me one time cut my finger off with my mandolin. Good thing I'm a sea creature. They grow back. La la la. So you dice up your tri-tip steak frozen. Don't even care. And then, a little adjustment of the camera. Heat up your non-stick pan and listen to that sizzle. Yeah! I did not put any oil or anything in my pan. I just put my frozen meat in the pan. We want to get some color. We want to get some caramelization. We want to get some crustiness. I leave it on each side about 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. Skillets on full blast. And I'm using a spoon I shouldn't really be using. That's for my rice cooker, but hey, it's working right now. And as you see, after about 2 minutes, you can see the color you get. No oil, no nothing. The meat's got enough oil. It's got enough fat in it. Cool. So, you stir it up every now and then. Let it sit for about 2 minutes so you will get some good coloring, some good caramelization, some good texture on your meat. Now, once that has given you some color on as many sides as you feel like being patient enough to get your crock pot out and you scoop your meat out. Now trust me, this meat is nowhere near done. As a matter of fact, it's still frozen in the middle of it. But you take it all out the pan, put it all in the crock pot. And what we're going to do, we're going to put a little bit of butter, about a half a stick of butter, into the crock pot. I mean, not the crock pot, into the pan. We turn the heat down some because we don't want to burn our butter. It's the old thing. Betty bought a bit of butter, but the butter was too bitty. Betty said, better buy some better butter. Betty bought some better butter. Betty bought some better butter, and the batter wasn't too bitter. Anyway, having flashbacks. Old man thing. So, we melt our butter, and then we put a little bit of flour into this butter. We're going to make a roux. Notice we did not clean out that pan. We used the butter. We used the drippings of the meat. And when you're making a roux, it's a rule when you're making a roux. Don't leave your roux. You almost have to stir it as much as when you make a risotto. I haven't made a risotto yet, but I've seen many done. And the reason you can't leave it is because you need to keep stirring it. Because it looks like it takes a little while for that color to change, but once it does, it goes fast. And as you see, I changed my spoon because I started melting my spoon. I want that plastic taste in my food. So, you keep stirring your flour, butter, and beef drippings. And after a short time, it's going to take about 5 minutes. It might take 7 to 8 minutes. It all depends on how dark you want your roux to be. Do you want it like, I don't know, Taraji? Do you want it like Jill Scott? Do you want it like Whoopi Goldberg? It's up to you. It's no bad thing. Just don't go too far past Whoopi, because then you might start burning your roux. I'm just saying. You stir your roux. You see it get dark. I mean, even a light roux is good roux. Don't get me wrong. What's the girl from the Capital One commercial? Miss X Affleck? Man, I like that. That's a nice color roux, let me tell you. You put your onions in. Your onions are going to stop your roux from browning or cooking anymore. It's going to keep cooking. And you want to cook it because you got to cook out the rawness in that flour. You don't want to eat raw flour. Now, once your onions have cooked for about 2 minutes, I put about a tablespoon of tomato paste. That's what that was. Had some left over from a meal I made the other day. And you also want to cook out your tomato paste. Get the rawness out of that too. And now you can see everything kind of clumping up. Trust me, you're doing no wrong. Yep. And then you add your garlic, and I also added my baby carrots because they decided they wanted to fall in. So hey, I ain't taking you out. After about 30 seconds, you will smell the loveliness of that garlic and everything else in there. And they're in the after about a minute, you take all that, you put it into the pot with the meat. Make sure you get every drop. You're going to want every drop. This is some tomato sauce, diced tomatoes, some stuff from a meal I made the other day. And as you notice, I didn't season anything yet. So now let's add a little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper. Fresh ground black pepper is always the best, people. We're going to add some red pepper flakes. Just a dash. We're going to add a little bit of cumin. Kind of a lot some days. Some coriander. The twins, cumin and coriander. Little Worcestershire. Glub, 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 glub. Little soy sauce. Glub, 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 glub. Yep. And we're going to top it off with some pomegranate juice. Just bring that to the top of wherever the meat, is going to sit in this dish. You stir it around, stir everything up, make sure everything mixes up nicely. Then we're going to put the cover on, cook that for 6 hours. Or at least you set your timer for 6 hours. This is about after 5. After 5 hours, this is what it's going to look like. Take out a piece. You want to test it, see if it's tender enough. It's okay. Like I said, that's about 5 hours. So I had some mixed vegetables. I poured my mixed vegetables in. Mix it up some more. You know me, I'm greedy. So I added a little more mixed vegetables in. Mixed it up. And because I added the mixed vegetables, I added a little more salt. I added a little more pepper. And this is some vinegar, some pickling juice from pickling that I made myself. Mix all that in there. You can use your regular vinegar or what have you. I figured, let me use my pickling juice. And since we're talking about the pickling juice, there's some peppers in there in my pickling. And I took 2 of them out. Probably should have used 3 or 4. Make it a little hotter. Woo-hoo! That's why you a mama now. You so hot. Oh, excuse me. Chop up your peppers. And chop up my peppers. If you don't want peppers, if you don't like it hot, there's no harm in that. But I put my peppers into my stew. Mix it up one more time. Then let that cook for another hour and a half, 2 hours. While that's cooking, I had this purple broccoli. Not broccoli, purple cauliflower. They cousins, they cousins. Cousins on his father's, mother's, sister's, nephew side. Yeah. So I took about a quarter of this big old piece of purple cauliflower. Trim it up nice, take the leaves off. Today we ain't gonna bother trying to eat or save them. We doing enough. I've been known to do too much. We doing enough. So you take the florets off and we chop them down to nice sized pieces. Make it look all pretty. It's Mama's Day. You got to look pretty on Mama's Day. Come on. There you go. Hey, let's tighten it up, y'all. Let's tighten it up. I ain't bring out my big old cleaver for nothing. Alright, that looks nice. So to that, we add a little bit of we get our oven pan out. Because what we're going to do is we're going to roast this cauliflower. Roasted purple cauliflower. That's better than the flying purple people eaters. Hey. Anyway, like I was trying to say, you get a little bit of olive oil, drizzle on the top. Mm-hmm. A little bit of salt. A little black pepper. Mm-hmm. A little more pepper flakes. Some garlic powder. And then some soy sauce. Mix all that up. Make sure everybody touches everybody. Make sure everybody gets some flavor on them. Mm-hmm. Because, like I said, we going to roast this in a minute. Get our pan back. And we strategically place our lovely pieces of cauliflower. I think Prince made this cauliflower. You know, being purple and all. Anyway, lay out your cauliflower. And because you have all that loveliness in the plate, why go to waste? I had some asparagus. Yay! I like asparagus. Roll that around into your flavorful plate there. And lay that next to the cauliflower. We're going to roast that too. Roast that at 450 for about 20 minutes. And now let's start plating this up. Get your rice. Yeah, I made some rice. You need. It's just regular brown rice. Nothing too special. A little salt, a little water, rice cooker. Bam. Everything else is so flavorful, I didn't really have to flavor my rice much. And you get your asparagus, lay that next to the rice on the bottom. Get your cauliflower, and you lay that on top of the asparagus. Nice, nice, purty, purty. Look at the colors. Mm-hmm. And then you get your meat. It's after it's been cooking for another hour and a half, 2 hours. Your meat should be nice and tender. Your vegetables that went in frozen are nicely cooked. You plate that onto your plate. Plate it onto your plate. Well, it's better than onto your lap. Anyway, you put your stew onto your plate, and I'm not even going to pour the juice on top of the rice. Garnish with whatever garnish. I had some sweet peppers, some stuff, some chives. And there you go. Mom's beef stew, purple cauliflower, asparagus, brown rice, and oh yeah, you know me, you got to have your salad. I'll always love my mama. She's my favorite girl. You only get one, yeah. I'll always love my mama. She brought me in this world. Talking about mama. So, happy Mother's Day 2024. All you mothers. Big taste, people.